I got that Califormula.
Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm k.Mcfall, and today I would like to welcome you back to yet another Final Cut Pro tutorial. So today I would like to show you guys how to create this Luma faded double exposure effect. I've been seeing a few YouTubers around the web use the double exposure effect, but I actually thought it'd be pretty cool if someone added like a Luma fade element to it. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So as usual, I'm using Final Cut Pro X on the MacBook Pro 2016. And the first thing we always do is select our clip. So the clip I decided to go with is one of myself as the foreground and the sky as the background. And the reason why I chose this clip is because we need to be able to single out a subject, which will be myself, in order to create the double exposure effect. So you don't really have to choose a clip with the sky as your background. Any clip where the subject is just differentiated by color from everything else in the clip will do. For the second clip, it's actually really important that you find a shot with a lot of detail in it. It doesn't really have to be a drone shot. However, the shot you choose just needs to have a lot of detail and it needs to be able to stand out in order to make our double exposure effect seem interesting. So first, just go over and copy our first clip and paste it, then just stack them. And then we're gonna go ahead and create a compound clip. After that, we're just going to go ahead and cut and paste our second clip into our compound clip. After that, go ahead and stack our second clip under the first and then disable it so that we can just concentrate on our first clip for now. Next, we're going to go over and grab the keyer and drop that onto the first clip. So now, as you can see, we have a clear differentiation between the background and myself. So we're actually going to use the sample color to try and key out the sky and just focus on the subject. So it's definitely good to take a large sample so you can get majority of the background. However, if you still have a little bit left, you can always just go over, select sample color again, and then just key out whatever's left. Next, go back through the clip and make sure that the sky in entirety has been keyed out, because I've done this a few times now, and every now and then you'll see that there's little bits and pieces left over. You can notice that there are bits and pieces of our subject missing, so you can actually use the fill holes tool to go ahead and fill it all back in. You'll notice that there's a thin white line on the back of the subject's head. So that's actually nothing to worry about. We can actually just go underneath the matte tools and use the shrink and expand slider to just try and shrink that line back so that everything's nice and flush. Next, go down to the blend mode, click the drop down box and select stencil alpha. Everything's going to look like it just disappears for a second, but that's okay. We'll bring it back by re-enabling our second clip. All right, cool. So next we're just going to go over and grab the Luma keyer and drop that on the first clip. And now you can see that there's actually a little bit of detail showing up. Now scroll down to the options and kind of just play around with the Luma and Luma roll off until you get just the amount of detail that you're looking for. After that, let's go ahead and jump back out and let's take a look at what we have so far. All right, so yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. So next, let's go ahead and go over and grab the Luma keyer and drop that onto our compound clip. Go ahead back up to the Luma keyer's options and adjust it so that we can reveal the entire bottom clip. Now set a keyframe, and back in our timeline, we're going to want to move about a quarter of a way up our clip. And once again, manipulate the Luma controls to reveal all of the details in our compound clip. All right, so now we're just about done. All that's left to do is to go back inside of our compound clip and repeat all the steps that we just did with the Luma keyer on the tail end of our first clip to complete the full look of the clip that I showed in my highlight. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I've got a lot more videos to come, so why not stick around and subscribe? Till next time, see you later.
When I woke up this morning in the haters' world,